Holy cow, my music's going. Hey, we have music. I didn't change anything, and somehow today it worked. Good morning, everybody. Well, I swear I changed nothing from yesterday to today. Maybe, I don't know. I rolled the dice and I hit the background music jackpot. Now, I know you guys could hear because I did check the VOD, the first one of these morning coffee and Minecraft sessions that we did, and I heard there was music. And I want to have a little bit of background music. This is played by my good friend from No Bad Juju, my band here in Pittsburgh. I asked him, it's like, just give me a little guitar riff that I can just put in the background. Yeah, I got music in the background. Nice. So I got allergies pretty bad. I'm going to try my best to mute my mic. I am so sniffly. Today, it's one of those days. I woke up sneezing, and I was like, oh, it's that day. I see. I get it. It's going to be an allergy day. It's fun. So, yeah, I took my medicine. I've been pretty diligent about taking my medicine. Probably not as diligent as I should as far as taking it every day goes, but I have been taking it the last couple of days, so I'm hoping it won't be that bad. Because I had an awful allergy just a couple of days ago where it, like, laid me out. So sniffly. That was on a Sunday, so I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not that bad. Anyway, regardless, we're gonna play some Minecraft. Work on some of these buildings. How you doing? What's up, Warder? What's up, Red? What's up, Trail? How's it going? Good morning. If it's morning where you are, good morning. Oh yeah. So my game plan is look what I did again. I just keep putting stairs where they don't belong. Oh, by the way, late last night I felt like I was taking a break. I was taking a study break last night, and I decided on just work on this a little bit. And I looked at it, and I decided, you know what? I want to use slabs. So I actually I took out all the planks that we placed, and I am putting slabs in. And the reason why, is it called slabs? Yeah, slabs. The reason why is because for the lower look. Like, so one thing that I really dislike is having the same floor and ceiling, but I'm going to be covering these floors with carpet for each color of the rainbow as we make this a very colorful banner sort of wool place. And so since the floor is going to be covered in all different colors of carpet, it won't be the same depend on, the top and bottom. So I thought, well, I might just leave this as a spruce roof. And if I do leave it as a spruce roof, I like to have that three-dimensional look. So I'd like to see like this bump up and that, and it's worth it. So also, half the materials, which is nice. So I decided, so I took it all out, and I've been replacing it a little bit last night. Mostly we'll be doing that today. So anyway, yeah, starting early. The bus came early, and I was actually I was up a little bit earlier today. I had this weird, so I don't remember my dreams hardly ever, but I had a very vivid nightmare last night. It was really weird, and like it seemed silly to even talk about because it was about like failing out of school and whatever. And again, it's not a big deal. It's just a nightmare. Everyone has them sometimes. I don't have them very often, so I can't complain too much. But I had a very vivid nightmare, and I woke up thinking like that it was real, and I couldn't I couldn't like figure out in my head if it was real or not. And for a while, I was like, oh, what am I going to do? I failed out of school. Like, what's my next move? And blah, blah, and it's like, and then by the time I sort of figured out that it was a nightmare, I was wide awake. So I had a weird night of sleep. Not great. Not a great night. Anyway, so I've been up for a while, so I was able to sort of do my morning routines as far as, getting dressed and getting ready and getting coffee and all that kind of stuff ahead of time while my boys were moving around, getting ready to start their days. So, oh my goodness, I am so sniffly. Ugh, yuck. Anyway, oops. Wait, yeah, two. These, five block walls in the middle. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, whatever, it's fine. Everyone has nightmare. I've been stressed about this school. It's a lot more than I thought. I'll be honest. I don't know. I under anticipated how sort of much it was. You know what I mean? Because I did a master's already in my life. You know, I've done one. I did a jazz performance master's, and like, I thought, well, I did it once. How, you know, I'm ready. I know what to expect. But the thing is about jazz performance, it's not that it's easy, but like practicing trumpet is just something I've always done. You know, a lot. So I've always just practiced a ton of trumpet. So like for me, the difference between starting my master's for jazz performance and just practicing my trumpet was not a big difference. I just practiced different material and for lessons and stuff like that. And then of course I had other classes I had to do too, like composition and stuff like that. But the main class that I had was jazz my jazz trumpet lessons. And of course, like I was like totally into that and totally ready. So this is a totally different thing. I'm gonna have to go grab a tissue. I'll be right back. You know, it's funny how much the angle of your head influences whether your nose runs or not, right? I should know something kind of about that, because that's all about drainage down the oropharyngeal space, which I know all about from swallowing, and let's see, the nasopharynx, the oropharynx, and then of course the esophopharynx, which is the bottom part. I should get some food. So, anyway, yeah. So I have 2 quizzes I have to take today, and it's like you guys are taking. Hey, what's up, Warner? You guys are like taking my classes with me because I tell you all about them. I have 2 classes I've got to take today. One, I have to take a child language delay, like child language development quiz, which is pretty good. That's all on like mostly standardized testing and stuff, and all the different kinds of standardized testing. Holy cow, there's a lot of different standardized testing. There are so many. But when I was taking my notes, I was like really grasping it, so I just need to review the terms. I think I'm probably good on those. But the other one is for my medical SLP class. And my dudes, medical SMP, that is crazy. Medical, it's all like, it's like, I feel like I could go perform surgery after this class. It's all medical terms. So many medical terms. I don't eat breakfast, Werder, actually. Yeah. I've for many years now done sort of a, kind of a style of intermittent fasting where I eat a really small lunch, like a 400 or 500 calorie lunch of, usually either like 2 chicken thighs or 4 ounces of cheese or, something about like that size, like something really easy. And then I have like 1,000 calorie dinner. That's kind of my main thing. Mistborn? Oh, I love Mistborn. Have we talked about Mistborn Trail? That was my gateway drug into the Cosmere. Mistborn? I could go on and on about Mistborn forever. I freaking love Mistborn. I think it's the greatest magic system ever created in all of fiction, ever. And not only that, but it's like the beginning of what does Samuel Jackson say to Tony Stark? You've just stepped into a bigger world. The Mistborn magic system is the greatest fictional magic system ever created. It's amazing. Hard magic. with limitations and caps. Oh, I mean, I love it. Mistborn, I mean, seriously, I'm not even kidding. Like, we could talk about that every day forever. So you'll have to just constantly tell me like where you're at in the book, because I love that series. And then the next, after Mistborn, then I'll tell you your next reading order, because your brain's gonna freaking explode. Have you read any other Sanderson? I mean, usually Mistborn is people's first exposure to Brandon Sanderson. So Nothing But a Monstrous Dinner. That's usually, most people call that is intermittent fasting. Most people call that one specifically OMAD, 1 meal a day, which I tried for a while, and I found that OMAD didn't work for me because, and I can eat a lot, but what happens is when you're on OMAD, your stomach shrinks because you don't eat frequently. And I actually had a hard time eating enough food. I had a hard time getting at least 1,600 calories on OMAD. So that's why I went back to eating like a 400 to 500 calorie lunch of just like basically protein. And I just found that to be a more effective way for me. And plus, I could really look forward to eating a couple chicken thighs for lunch, or, even half a block of cheese. I could look forward to that a lot. Whereas I felt with OMAD, I was looking forward to dinner all day, and then I would eat it, and then I'd be like, oh crap, I don't get to eat again until tomorrow, and it's like, it just didn't totally work for me. So putting in that really small lunch as it's OMAD light, if you will, it really helped me sort of stay, I don't know. Yeah, stay in it, because I tried it really. I wanted to love OMAD a lot, and it just didn't really work for me. Because I love the concept of it. There's so many good things with OMAD. There's so many healthy, positive things with it. I mean, from like, your insulin situation to it's very ancestral health oriented, because that's very likely the way humans evolved to eat. Yeah, I mean, huge OMAD fan. If you're ever looking for something to get out to help yourself, drop some pounds and stuff like that, try it. Oh, Treo, oh man, I'm so jealous of you right now. I'm so incredibly jealous, because you are going to get to like experience it all for like the first time. Wolf and Mother, did you ever read Brandon Sanderson? Treo just started with Mistborn and was just telling me about it's probably the book series I've read the most of anything ever, I think, most likely. So Mistborn, you know what, this is a perfect chance. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back, and we'll sit here and just AFK for a minute and get some more concrete. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm almost done. I heard it. Okay, I'm back. Who's trying to kill me? Oh, I see these skeletons are in this incredibly unlit up room. That's cool. Oh, and also these guys. That's cool. Okay. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else want to fight? Gee whiz, man. Okay. Alright. Hey, what's up, Andy? Let's see. Yeah, we're talking books for a second here. Yeah, so, Trejo, just... I decided that I'm going to switch to the data pack that you made, or add-on that you made in between episodes, because I want to talk about it in an actual episode. So I'm going to keep the one that I already showed in the episode, and then the next episode I'll show it, because I don't want anyone who only watches the videos to be like, hey, what's this crap? Because I always try to be really transparent about, you know, like what changes I make and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, yeah, you're gonna love Mistborn. And then what's cool about Mistborn is, it's a trilogy. It's really well thought out, really great magic system, all that kind of stuff. And then, in addition to the trilogy, then after that, then there's a quadrilogy after that takes place like 100 years later in the same world, which is really interesting because it uses the same magic system, but it's like Wild West. And then you can start into the Stormlight Archives, which takes place in the same like little dwarf galaxy called the Cosmere on a different planet, but they're related. And so whenever you get into, because I listen to exclusively audiobooks. Try and get Diamondbacks for me. I don't have any diamonds. I just have netherite junk. In fact, I'm gonna trash this and this and this and this. Okay, let's see. Is there enough to get going here? Oh, tons. Okay. All right, let's continue on our day. Look how many spawn, man. Bedrock spawning's crazy. All right. I can't believe every single time I fly over here to this little like area of Steelport, I'm like, whoa, look how many buildings there are, because these are all so new. It's really cool. All right, I do have a bed. Why don't we just do that? By the way, tomorrow no stream. I have a dentist appointment in the morning as soon as I get the kids on the bus. So just so you're aware, so you're not like wondering if I'm dead. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow, so no stream tomorrow, but I'll be back next. Well, no, I just wanted, because I know you worked really hard on that, and I do, and I love it, and I want to use it, but I just want you to know that I'm not like I'm not using it, you know. But I just want to show on a video. That's all. Because like anytime I change a game rule or whatever, I try to talk about it, try to be really, really upfront, you know. I've been pretty outspoken against the YouTube cheaters, as you know. So I don't ever want to do anything that anyone else could construe as me being one of those YouTube cheaters, which is basically the way I define cheating in Minecraft, is going against your own set rules, right? And my own set rules are, well, as you know what they all are, but I need to sort of obey those set rules, right? So that's all it is. I've been reading many online manhwa and manga that have the adult themes. Are those like comic books? Sorry if I don't know. I don't really know what that is. I feel like I should. What's Mr. Men, Andy? That reminds me of one of my favorite movies ever, but I don't think it's the same thing. Mystery Men. I love the movie Mystery Men. The Ben Stiller movie. I love that freaking movie. It's about like it's in a world that has superheroes, but these are those superheroes, like, they're not very good. It's great and funny, and yeah, I should watch it again and see if it holds up, because I loved it when it came out. Well, not even when it came out, but like for years later. It's older. It was probably it was certainly a 90s movie, I would think. Ben Stiller plays a character called I think it's Captain Furious, I think. And his power, he just gets really, really mad. It's just really great. It's what I used to read to my little one, Mr. Angry and Mr. Happy. Oh, yeah. You know what book always kills me? Chat disconnected and now it's back. Yeah, all buffery. I don't know. My internet's been... I have T-Mobile internet. I run it all off like my T-Mobile 5G thing, and I have to admit, it's been great. I mean, once in a blue moon, it goes out. I pay $101 a month for my T-Mobile for both my phone and my home internet. And I got, with it, I got Apple TV, lifetime subscription. I got Netflix. Now, what's with ads? So blue, whatever. But, and MLB, MLS, all these, like the whole season pass, right? For all of them. A new iPhone 13, this is 2 years ago, they got it. And it's $101 a month for that, for cell phone and home internet. So I really, honestly, I can't, and not only that, but my favorite part of all of it is I have the lifetime guarantee that won't change price. Now, they don't do that anymore, but I have it. So as long as I don't change my plan, it will be $101 forever. So I'm never changing my plan, ever. No, you can't. I mean, you can't get it these days. Although my girlfriend, that's a weird thing to say, but my girlfriend got it for a little bit more. It wasn't 101. It was like 118 or something like that. But still, that's pretty darn reasonable. And she got the free phone and Netflix and Apple TV. I mean, really, I can't say a bad thing about it. People are like, "Oh, cell phone slows down." Honestly, we stream like 5 or 6 4K screens. I know there's three of us boys in this house at once, but you know, boys being boys, we stream so much and never have a slowdown, like ever. So I can't say a bad word. I feel like I'm a T-Mobile salesman, but yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, I don't have a single bad thing to say about it. I get no kickbacks for it. I knew it. Come on. Can I just get this one? You can just barely get it on the upper slab. Looking at that. Okay, there we go. Cool. It's a good thing the village police have not shown up because you haven't to pay taxes on the Steelport for all the factories. So that's true. We haven't covered taxes. That could be a fun sort of storyline post 2K days, right? Or 20K days. I've also been reading some art. Sort of manga is Japanese and manhwa is Korean, though I read English translations. Oh, okay. The only quote reading I get to do really these days is audiobook, like when I'm driving, for the most part. I just don't. If I'm at home, I'm, you know, either with my boys, doing something with the boys, or I wonder if I could, you know, a little easier to do that like that. I wonder if I could do it over here. Oh, shoot. Ah. There we go. Anyway, sorry, I was like thinking about placing blocks. Or if I'm not reading, I'm like, you know, doing homework and stuff. So it's hard for me to get reading for fun time right now. Although I have been reading the Bible recently. Yeah, I've been reading that Bible with a highlighter. Really, like, slowly and thoroughly. I'm still in Genesis, but man, there is crazy stuff in that book. Just crazy stuff. Like, when you actually read all of it, like, not just the cherry-picked verses that are sort of presented to you in a service of some type, but man, when you actually read all of it, there's crazy stuff in that book. Really nuts. Yeah, so just at nighttime I try to read a few pages and just go really freaking slow. No, intentionally, because to be clear, I read the Bible when my divorce was sort of, well, before, when my marriage was like not doing good, because I read it like really looking for answers, trying to, get some help to keep my life together, and I had never read it all through. I had always sort of just read like the verses that like you're supposed to read, like the verses, like just cherry picked verses out of the blue. So I started reading in order. I was like, whoa, hold up. This is not what I expected, like first there's awful things in it, just so incredibly awful, like painfully awful, right? So there's that. And then secondly, in addition to that, there's like so many contradictions, and I'm not an expert, and especially, I mean, I'm not an expert at all, but I certainly wasn't an expert then. I didn't really know anything about it, but I'm reading, I was like, well, this doesn't line up at all, like none of this works. Like, these stories are wildly different, and they're supposed to be telling of the same event, and blah, blah, blah. So I read it through. I read the whole way through. And just reading it like every night. This was several years ago. And then after I was done with it all, I thought I need to get some help. I need to like get some help and try to figure out what is going on, because I don't understand this. Like, I'm not informed enough to really have a good grasp of what's going on in this book. So then I started watching some videos, and that led me to reading some books. And the more I read, the more I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like none of this doesn't work, and so now this time through, I'm reading it again, and I'm reading it with a, with an eye to, with a different, I'm reading through a different lens, shall we say, and just sort of seeing some really painfully obvious problems with it that, I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it probably on a stream, but I mean, there are some issues. Oh shoot, I don't think I even knew that this was like this. Okay, well. Can you guys still hear the music? Is there still guitar going on behind me? Because now I don't hear it. Oh, no, I do. It just got really quiet. It might fade out for a second. Came back. I hear a little bit. Anyway, whatever. We can talk about that in a future time. But yeah, so I'm reading it. I'm reading it at night for fun, and with a highlighter, and just going really slow. And I just got through. The Noah part, so I'm only like halfway through Genesis, oh no, I'm actually through the I'm up through the Sodom and Gomorrah part, where Lot goes to Sodom to live, and God comes down right to earth with three. It's so confusingly written, and I'm reading the best current translation. I forget what is it, the new Standard English edition. Anyway, it's the newest and most generally considered best translation, right? And it's like God comes down, but he talks. It's like, and God came down, but then there's three of them, and I think that in the lore situation, like, it's supposed to be. What just happened there? Did someone just fall off the top? Yeah, I guess so. And there's three of them, and I think it's supposed to be like God and two angels, but like the way it's written is like three gods came down, because my phone's going off. Because like the Bible's pretty it's pretty obvious that there's like a council of gods, right? Like there's more than one god, right? So that's confusing. I'm like, wait, are there three gods here? Like, because I think so, but then like later on, I think apologetics have been like, oh no, there's two of them are angels. So the two angels go into, I think Sodom, right? With and they go to Lot, right? Who's out from Noah's family, and they go to Lot, and it's unbelievable. I see why this story isn't covered in church, right? So like the people of Lot to show like how evil the people of Sodom are, they come out and they say, hey, bring out those two dudes, right? And now they're angels, right? But they're like, bring out those two dudes because we want to know them. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Like that had a specific meaning, right? We want to know them. And Lot goes, listen, no, I'm not going to bring them out. But here's what you can do. You can have my two daughters instead and do whatever you want, basically, right? And that's like the moral of the story, right? Now it turns out that, of course, the angels come out and like, no, we'll take care of this, and they make everyone like not find the door. I think is how it sort of ends. But like, dude, the moral of the story is give up your daughter. Like that's not a good moral of a story. So yeah, so I'm just reading this through this lens of like a really like, I don't know, a really like critical, I guess, lens, and it's eye-opening to actually read the book. And if you haven't read the book, no matter what your beliefs are, you should. Yeah, Trey, you're exactly right, actually. Well, I don't know that it says he killed them. I don't know about that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but he certainly there were multiple gods whenever they put Genesis together. And the apologetics claim that the we is like referring to the Trinity, but that just doesn't even make sense because they made up the Trinity later. That the Trinity came hundreds of years later. Like it was never thought of back in the day. There was pretty clearly we was referring to the Council of Gods. Anyway, yeah. So I've been reading that and having I've been having a great time reading it, to be totally honest. I've really been enjoying reading it. I mean, I just sit there like with my eyes like as wide open can get, like as if I'm like being shocked by a shocking movie or something like that, But yeah, if you haven't read it, you should. I mean, whatever your belief, if you're a believer, then you absolutely should read it, and don't read an old ass translation. There are new translations. Like the King James translation was great for like 1500, right? But like we have discovered a lot older stuff, a lot older scrolls now, and have better understanding of biblical Hebrew now. So yeah. Anyway, I can't say enough good things about reading it. Really fascinating book. Yeah, the Trinity came about considerably later, so certainly I would never take the we that is spoken of in Genesis to be the Father, Ghost, and Holy Spirit. That I absolutely don't think that was the meaning of that. I'm not an expert though. I want to say I'm not an expert. I've read some books. I'm reading a really good book outside of the Bible. I'm reading a really interesting book right now. I can't remember what it might just be called God or the Anatomy of God or something like that. But with all my spare time between classes, I'm reading it. All that quote spare time. Anyway, really, I'm so fascinated and interested by it. Like I just love it. I've learned a lot from this YouTube channel called Deconstruction Zone. If you ever wanted to really get an education, he's a real scholar. And he does debates, but and I don't always love the debate format, but I love the kernels of like truth and information that he drops. It's really, really, really interesting. Out of context? Yeah. Oh, Woven Mother. Sorry, I'm just catching up. I missed that one somehow. You read the Bible front to back, and someone told you that you were taking it out of context. That's hilarious. Yeah, don't read it. Don't read it in order. That's out of context. You have to read it like cherry-picked verses, like just so you can like ignore the bad ones. That's the thing. Is like, I don't think most people have actually read it front to back. I think that their entire knowledge of the book, which I mean, look, I'll say this: if you're a believer, it's the most important thing that's ever been written, ever. Right? It is the singular if you're the singular, if you are a believer, it is the singular most important book that's ever been, right? If you are. However, I don't think most people who are believers have actually read the book. And if they have, I would question how you still are, because that's a whole different conversation. Because, you know, if it's true, I have some real serious questions about it. And if it's not true, well, that seems to be a little bit more obvious. But if it is true, then that's a whole different discussion, you know? Like, how can this be okay? There's some just horrendous stuff in there. Horrendous stuff. I mean, I'm not for book banning at all, but if I were for book banning, if that might be the first book on my list to ban, there is some deeply, deeply, deeply awful things. So, anyway, that's my view. So, now I've alienated half of my potential viewers. There's a great YouTube channel of these little shorts, little cartoons called oh shoot, what's it called? That does a great video on that out of context thing. It's oh, I can't remember it. It's really brilliant. Like, where someone quotes something that's really great. It's like, oh yeah, that's nice. And then you quote something from the same book that's really terrible. And like, oh, that's out of context. And then something goes like something nice. It's like, oh yeah, that's really great. And then something else like, oh, that's out of context. You know, it was a really funny bit, because that's exactly the screams, you know. Anyway, whatever. You know, look, I'm all for it, man. If there is truth there, you know, show it to me, give it to me, because I care about what's true, right? I care about what's true. I care about what's true more than dogma, more than beliefs, more than, you know, faith, trust. I care about what's true. So if there's truth, I want to know it. So, you know, I go to church, actually. Not every week, because of my driving situation, but when I'm able to, I go to church, because my view is, if it's true, my view is that I want to give God every possible chance to show me that it's true, right? I'm like, okay, all right, I'm open. Here, show me. And if it's not, then it's still where, you know, really nice people get together to generally, for the most part, show a message of that's good and trying to improve yourself in your life, you know. So it certainly is an apocalyptic religion, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why they say don't get married, right? It was John, I think John, who says don't get married, don't have a family, right? That's the teaching, right? Don't get married, don't have a family, because it's all, everything's ending soon. Don't get married, don't have a family. That's in the book, man. Because every single generation thinks that it's coming now. In fact, is the rapture not scheduled for like September 26th or something? Didn't I just see that very recently? I think the rapture is scheduled for like September 26th. I'm pretty confident that I just saw that. I can't remember why or what that's based on again, but yeah, there's another rapture scheduled, so it's coming soon. Get your ducks in a row. Get your rapture pet insurance scheduled, you know. Hey, check this out. I didn't even know I had some black already saved up. That's cool. Day before Minecraft Live. Crap! Well, actually, I don't think I'll be taken up in the rapture, so I'll still be able to see Minecraft Live. What do you hate at? Let's hey, oh shoot, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go. Oh, boo, man! I just wanted to talk about Minecraft Live. Listen, I'll see you Thursday. We'll talk about Minecraft Live. We'll try to figure out what we think is coming. Okay? I didn't realize it was 9 o'clock. I've been all like, I'm so reclined in my chair, like, so I can breathe. All right. Love y'all. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye, everybody.